11.
Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream with me. I'm Husky. I'm streaming today with Soldat, who is also eating his chicken dinner. So if you hear some very tasty sounds, it's not.
I put it down already.
You
It's
put it
fine.
down. I mean, you can eat chicken. Look, if market keeps going
We're
like this,
professionals.
if the market keeps going like this, might be your last chicken ever. Okay, we have your screen. We have your screen
Yeah,
online, and actually, it looks interesting. Uh, why don't we just dive into it and you tell me what you're looking at?
I'm looking at Bitcoin, the greatest project in the history of the world. Oh my God, look at this. Amazing. This price action, so good. People dream of this. Wait, hold on. Let me fix that for you. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Don't you love it when the NASA goes up? Uh, anyway, I think we're kind of getting close to a bottom. It's pretty decent. We need to get over 84 6-ish, right? I'd like to see like a couple of 15-minute closes here. Retest this resistance at 85, maybe even as high as 87, right? And then I'm interested in bidding a higher low, somewhere in this sort of 83 to 81.8 area. Something to note is that we do have a flat bottom candle right here, which is quite problematic because these do get filled in. Not saying they have to get filled in with this, but eventually it will get filled in. So a sweep of these lows is also not out of the question. There is a lot of passive bid sitting right here at 80 flat. So if this 80 flat gets filled in, deviates down into 79s, I think that's a pretty decent bid as well. And that should sort of complete a bit of a 3 drive here on lower time frame, right? And then maybe we can reverse and get like a bit of a market structure break. We haven't had a proper market structure break since 2 weeks ago, basically. I think here we had a market structure break and then it put in a lower high and just kept dying all the way. This line is not. These are also old lines saved up. But we were just downtrending on this channel quite clearly. And now we have this like big thing. Everyone's trying to snipe the bottom. I don't think there's a lot of rush to snipe the bottom. Would be nice to wait for just the market structure break or for a downtrend to resolve, and then you can buy with a lot of confidence and probably more size, and then you don't die with 1,000 paper cuts. But I know probably our viewers are not really attuned to that. So if you do want to buy the bottom, maybe try calls, maybe try some options, some crypto options. Maybe you get that feeling of being exposed and you're leveraged, but you're at least will not lose all of your money forever, like you would on perps buying with leverage.
That's dramatic.
So yeah. So lower time frame, yeah, I'm waiting for like a bit of market structure break so I can maybe bid a bit more. I'm already long from like 81 down here, so we'll see. TP'd at these highs already as well.
Why'd you long
For
81?
higher. Oh, I didn't long 81. I have. So my bid zone is just this.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So currently I'm unlevered long. This is not doesn't happen often on Bitcoin for me, but I am unlevered long on Bitcoin. If it went much lower, I would be quite levered long, but I think it's fine. I don't really mind. If we look at like the daily chart, it's craptastic. Just infinite selling. I need a cleaner chart actually. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that, my box. I drew this box, I think, in the last stream. So we did hit the box. Good job. Good box. But yeah, if you look at the daily, it's very red from 106. Weekly, we're gonna one, two, three, four red weeklies. I did scroll a bit back in the day, so the fifth weekly was green here. Here you had one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine
Yeah.
red
I
weeklies.
mean,
So it
12.
it can keep
If you're
going.
honest, it's 12. Like that one weekly.
Tw-
I was talking with Delta about it on Twitter. Like that one weekly. Come on, it's it's kind of
It's a good weekly. It saved like three of these for longs, So
yeah, okay.
you gotta take it. You gotta take what you get. But yeah, these are like really high delta candles. But I think the main takeaway, apart from trying to catch the bottom and maybe choosing not to try to catch the bottom of the Bitcoin talk today, would be essentially when the price goes up, like 8,000 or 10,000 from the current level, right? When the price starts approaching 100, don't forget what happened. that's that's like I think the takeaway that people should have, uh, if they have any.
Yeah.
If we look at like really high time frame stuff, like we lost a lot of very important levels, and we lost a lot of very important moving averages. And when that happens, I don't think you need to quite fade it, because this like I have 55. Doesn't matter if you have 52 or 50 uh, EMA on the weekly. It's been sort of a giga support for a very long time, and now we fell right through it. We sliced it, and it's basically sitting around 100. So when we return to that price, I don't think that's a good time to be bullish. My plan right now is when we get a bottom, if we do get a bottom of some sort, I'm going to watch the price action. So if the price action is very much like this here, which is quite choppy, and you get really good retests of levels all the time, and you get a lot of opportunity to relong, I will just treat it as a bear flag. And for the bear flag, my upside targets are between 93 and 98. I think that kind of price action will eventually sort of pucker out around here. But if we get something that we love dearly, if we get a lot of these gaps with no retests on the way up, I'm going to treat it as the second shoulder of a head and shoulders pattern. So it's going to move the upside targets to around between 105 and 110. Right there. And I think we spend some time there, and eventually sort of pucker out as we tend to do. The only sort of counterpoint to this plan could be that a lot of this selling was very price insensitive, right? Very rapid, very price insensitive, uh, which might mean that when it's done, it's done. But uh, as above, so below. Like a lot of this buying was very price insensitive, obviously. So I don't think that's a very strong argument against my case of upside targets if we do even get them. What do you think?
Mm, yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense to just look at low time frame here. For now, I will later go in high time frame, but maybe it's this is perp chart. Okay, so we can actually remove all this, and it's like you said. If you just look at how this price action is forming, you have those very like even when it's like holding sideways, it's like you see very clearly that somebody is capping this here. Once its support breaks, it's just like it doesn't make any higher high ever. Like it just doesn't. Here support holds again, but you just see like sellers stepping in here, stepping in here. Like it's very very obvious that the sellers are not done. Here you see it same thing, and then this is like a pattern that Shinigami trades a lot. Like if you literally see this happening into support, and then like you lose your support, like just like I don't know how he trades it exactly because he doesn't always share his execution. Sometimes he does, but like you can literally, if you see that price is not making a higher high ever, like you just get into this and you take a small scratch if you're wrong, you flip long if you need to, but you can do like quite some cool things, and that is the problem with this price action. Many people were talking about it. I think Muppet was also saying like, yeah, it's like it's super easy price action. Actually, if you just bother to trade the right direction, like I think it's in here. Okay, that's gonna take a while. My internet is very slow today. Oh yeah, Black Friday. Don't forget you have like a few days to take like very good offers on TradingView, and that brings me to the first question I see in the chat. Like, Soldat, do you chart mostly on Velo or not on TradingView? He doesn't have TradingView subscription, so he trades on Velo. Why actually, Soldat?
Why I don't have a TradingView subscription?
No,
because I hate.
Why does Velo offer premium functions?
No, I
or
mean,
something?
no, Velo does not offer premium functions, and Velo isn't even the best out of like sort of the standard TradingView alternatives. I think Coin Analyze has more history. Velo really caps the history, so if I have 4 hour on, like I can't load further than December, right? So that kind of sucks. But I don't really need to. If I need to, I'll go to the TradingView thing anyway, right?
Right.
But the reason I tend to use Velo is because I like my little indicators. I like to have like a really quick thing where I just pop up the open interest, I pop up the premium and funding. And
your chart is not on screen, by the way.
I know. I'm just explaining.
I just refused to switch.
No, good.
Okay, so let me clean this up a little bit. What? Like many people said it, like it's actually very easy price action to trade if you just bother.
If you're good at trading trends, I suck at trading.
Yeah,
trends.
and for me it's the same up or down, but it's like if you are like, you can actually long this stuff too, and we did. Like you can long many things here, but you have to take profits. What we were talking about a few days ago, like
yeah,
because we usually, even in uptrends, we take profit, like, or big part of the position we take profit way too soon. Here that actually makes sense because like we sell where you should sell, and price actually reacts from it. So that's kind of nice. If you trade trend, like for people trading this big uptrends, for example, like you have to recognize that trend is down now, and if that bothers you, why does that not work? If that bothers you, you just switch chart, and you will recognize this kind of price action from when Sailor was buying, when ETFs are buying. So you have to respect that trend. Like as long as these very mathematical averages are not reclaimed, you are really fighting a tough battle. Like at the very least, you want to see these bottom out a bit. So this red ones here is H1, 1 hour trend. Then
ooh, the stream is lagging real bad right now. Weird.
What do you mean
okay,
lag?
I think it's fine.
I mean, I hear myself in echo, but
no, the audio is fine, but the video is stuttering real bad.
Yeah, my internet is very very bad today. I'm not sure, and I'm still.
I think it's fine.
I'm still hearing myself.
It should catch
also.
up.
Is that on your end?
Yeah, I can hear you talk. It's just the video takes a while to catch up.
Yeah, but I mean, I hear myself talk from 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, no. Like the audio is fine, but the video is stuttering.
Okay.
On the thing.
In any case, like respect these trends, like H1 trend, H4 trend. Like you want to see, like here we had a good attempt at reclaiming. Then we got stuck in like 100 EMA here and just got below again. Trend is really really strong. There is no need, like even once you get above this like 92, 93, like you can still long, you can still take good setups. People are always afraid that they will miss something like this. It's usually not what happens after, like it can happen, but then it just does something like this anyway, and like you long this one right here. Like you don't always get it, of course, but you don't have to be in every move. So that is one thing that you see here. Like you just see, like if you probably add some like low time frame, like M5 or M15 EMA, like it is just selling into those EMAs. That's what these algorithms are doing. For me, that was a nice sweep. Right here. These are like, we had a few of these. These are very easy longs. Like once it makes this candle right here, that this M1 candle right here that reclaims the level, sort of. You just long at candle close, or like whenever it reclaims, or at the candle close. Your stop goes right here. Like this is like some really really tight stuff, but instead of trying to catch, like knife catch the bottom, these are like they give you a little bit of confirmation. Like, okay, we had that wick that formed, we swept that wick, we swept it again, we reclaimed. Now we are also trading. Like if you go really microstructure, you have low, high, lower, low. That breaks, and then like even here you can just get on board and hop on that long if you want to. Like usually shorts start to unwind like quite aggressively there.
And important to TP aggressively on a lower high.
Yeah.
Rather than try to target a break.
For here, I'm just gonna refresh my trading view because I also experience like lag on like on my own screen. Like it's not reacting how it should react. Which can also be internet issue, of course. But okay, it's better. Yeah, so same thing. We have a high here that caused the low. Can take like that order block here. Worst place to get on board is probably like in this block here. What you can do is see like, okay, we are kind of making this structure, so I can actually long here, but that means like you are banking on like something like this, but that is a little bit too tight for me. Like maybe put it here. If you really want to go for that breakout, I would just wait for like just from small structure, I would wait for something here.
Oh, you know what? Stop streaming to me, because the stream is the video is kind of fucked, so you can save some bandwidth.
Okay. Okay, sorry guys.
Big problem. Professional streamers.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It was just in the last 10-15 minutes before the stream I noticed that internet was really not reacting. I'm also yeah, my computer is nuts. This is not great. Can you tell me when is it reacting again?
It just caught up to where you closed the stream. It should be fine in a minute or two.
Yes. Okay,
when you close the stream, it got a little better.
Okay. Okay, let's just try this. Yeah, for me, it is like, this is just like triangle. into resistance right here. So you either bet on this breaking out, which means you can long right here, have a stop somewhere here, or you can wait for that breakdown price action, maybe like lower low and then another low low. If you see it struggle, I think you can go for like this level right here. Pray that it holds, and then does something like this. We've seen many of those before. If it doesn't hold, we have to look a little bit higher time frame. I have a chart somewhere. So this is my high time frame chart, kind of. Just looking back at previous price action, like we did this every week, I think. I had this trade on for a long time, had limits in. Think like I had bids like on or in the middle of these lines, so I just got no fill on this. Like you said before, like if we sweep it again, I'm not sure if I want to have blind limits there, so I just deleted them. What to expect? I do think that bottom is here or close. Maybe there is always the option of this sweeping, but I would rather that we waited a little bit with that sweep and that we just protect something here. Can go to white. Can just be here. Wait, maybe one more sweep. Maybe we don't. But in any case, like this seems like very clear resistance. You can add this to it. Like you can join them together. Here is like a lot of volume was traded here. A lot of people got into positions here, got underwater, and actually had no exit whatsoever, except like this little bounce here, which is also why it sold off so quickly. Like we held the lows, then it should have held and pumped us back into this value area here to then go higher. We didn't do that. I think we also discussed this a few weeks ago, I think on stream even. You have this very psychological 100 level, right? 100k, not 100. That would be. So it's like right there. It was quite clear that the OG holders were like kind of selling after this move, maybe before already, but we saw a lot of those coins being transferred, being sold aggressively, actively. And I think that 100k number is something that was like a dream or like a target for years. Like, okay, we're just gonna hold this, wait until the bankers buy our coins. 100k, we just like sail into the sunset and never look again. So when you didn't get rid of your entire stack here, like going below that 100k level, I think is very very psychological. That's why we see this like acceleration in selling. There was nothing to keep price from going down here. Like you even have these lows. You have these lows. You have an imbalance in between. Like everything here is just like we were talking about it many times. Like if we get back into this zone, I don't think this is enough. This is like a very imbalanced move. This was a lot of, if you remember, this was a lot of perps on Binance front running the digital asset treasury companies. They were announcing like big buys. That was like the whole craze was happening here, and this is mostly a front running move. They forced Sailor and other DATs to buy here in the highs. So there's no real support. There are no actual buyers here. So it makes sense that we just like reverse that very, very quickly. What I do think here, we have that volume. We have something sitting here. I'm expecting actually the same as you, like some kind. I don't know how high we go. Last time we broke this kind of range, which is kind of similar here. We sold off, actually pumped into value area low here, then started just chopping here, made a few new lows, and then that whole thing happened. See if I can clean this up a little bit. Yeah, so if you think a little bit in the same lines, we can actually like squeeze all the way here. It would mean nothing to me. In order to get really bullish, high time frame, but that is like very problematic to get on board here. But you'd have to like really start putting in higher highs here, at least internal, slow grinding into the high end of that range, and then I think it makes sense to talk like, okay, this was not the end. What is like, how far can we go? How's the back end looking and things like that. But for now, I think we can like, reject anywhere here. I have no idea. This is a very imbalanced move. Can also just correct that. I think this zone is just like you said. This is something that I'll be looking at just to fill in right here. There's a bear flag. If it starts breaking down, I think. Sorry, it's very messy, but I think this makes a lot of sense. Eventually, like, unless we are like you said, like this seller gets exhausted and we just V reverse and make new highs. If we do start to chop right here, I think eventually taking out this, retesting this zone, and then just slowly making a base here would be like my most bullish case for new highs. I have no idea about the time frame for this thing, so I'm just drawing with as much screen as I have. Yeah, and then I mean it doesn't make any sense yet to even talk about what happens if we lose this. Like, we don't really have to talk about it. Like, let's just worry about this zone right here, 80k, maybe 70k to 100k, 105, 110. I think it's all on the table. You know how fast these markets can move and can pivot into something completely new. So that's what I'm looking at. I am trying to get like some higher leverage position on PTC here. Probably, like I said, ideal entry was here. Is this New York open? Yeah. Okay. So here I would look at maybe a sweep. If it breaks this structure here, I think, yeah, this zone is where I try next. Let me look at some questions. Do you have any comments on that, Soldat? Or are you eating chicken?
No, I agree entirely. I would just add. I would add something if you can switch to mine.
Yeah. Sorry, I was.
So.
Hold on. Yeah.
You can historically, at least, if you just draw these lines. So we have October nuke, and then we range a bit, and then this is sort of where we start the downtrend. That's one line, and then the second line is right around 107 when this sort of very aggressive seller kind of came in. Because here it's not really as aggressive, it's kind of more choppy and relaxed, and it seems to be more price sensitive, the selling, and here it's like very price insensitive, ETF related, because on aggregate ETF holders are below cost, so it kind of starts spiraling. Plus you have a lot of these treasury companies selling. So if you just draw this line, and if you get above the line, right, and you start doing this, don't fade that. I think you don't need to catch the bottom. You can, maybe lose 5k of move, but then you can kind of get in here on like very tight, and you can go to the next line, and then when the next line breaks, you can get in again, right? Because historically, whenever these lines break, it's a very big move. So just not fading these lines is probably
that is something
the best thing you can do on the bull side.
There was something I also said to, I think it was on Twitter, was talking with Ritesh about catching like Pico bottoms or something. Like very, very often, if you try to knife catch, for example, let's say you put limits across or limits at the top of your box, then stop loss at the bottom of your box. It's like a 3k move, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, that was not your trade. I know that. Just for example's sake, like that's a $3,000 stop loss. You can have like if your risk limit is like $1,000 for one trade or $100 for one trade is what you risk. Uh, your position size is quite small, but if you just wait for for that confirmation, I'm just gonna show on my screen like that trade that I showed you. Like if you were seeing strong momentum happen, for example, we had it right here. Like okay, like this is a strong move. You can go on the 1 minute chart or even what is this doing here? Can even go on 15-second charts if you have a TradingView subscription. You see this reclaim right here. You see price making like grinding a little bit higher. So you expect like either it's gonna roll over into new lows. Where does it become less bullish? Again, if this come on. If this line breaks, right? TradingView is cooked again. And it starts doing this, so that means that you can actually very easily long this on 15-second chart.
Like the second you switch to your screen, the stream dies.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna.
Mine is fine, unfortunately.
I'll go back to yours. It's actually my trading view. It's not the screen. It is my. When I switch back to yours, my trading view is fine. Okay.
Yeah, something's fucking.
Probably
Anyway.
something fucked up. Whatever.
But yeah, end of the day, you can just wait for confirmation, wait for market structure break. I think we're doing like a very bullish New York Open. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
We just swept those highs though, kind of coming back down. You really want to see like reasonable acceptance above that level to bid the Baphomet, which is like 82 flat almost here. So, oh, I had it. Right. So you want this, yeah, here. You wanna get above 84.6, and you wanna stay above it. Like this is nothing. This is just the wick. So you wanna stay above it. You wanna get here, and then you can bid approximately here-ish, 81.8 and 83, like this area is where it will sort of form a bottom usually, like so, and then you can kind of again target. Oh Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? And if you get an entry there, then target again.
One of my profits got hit.
Nice. I think mine too. I need to check real quick. Where are we at? Oh my god, everything is so green. That's lovely. Wait, hold on, guys. Sorry, this is important. I need to take profit, right? Remember, when you buy the bottom, you take profit. Bam. Okay.
I actually forgot that that continuation trade in the triangle. I forgot I put limits in. So I actually got filled and to profit already.
Nice.
Profitable stream today.
Yeah. Okay. So it does look pretty good. Like this bottom that we just had, like the velocity of the bottom was really good. Like it something you usually see in bottoms, and at least on the 1 minute, this looks like a confirmed market structure break. So I'm gonna probably be looking for longs, but I'm gonna keep in mind that the sweep is very, very likely because of the flat bottoms here as well. So sizing appropriately. Obviously, still waiting for these. Where is it? Waiting for this to break, and then I'm gonna size up, right? So I can long the bottom, and I can add here, right? And usually, let's say I'm long from here, like so, and then this breaks, and then I can just add here, but because of how much profit I've already made, I can basically just break even the whole trade around here, right? And it's very unlikely that gets hit, and then I don't lose money if I'm wrong. whatsoever. But if I'm right, and that it's very likely, then probably I get to make way more money just by longing it up to there. So that's basically the plan. Really cool New York Open. Good
Yeah.
job, everyone.
Can't wait for it to fully reverse, as is tradition lately. No, I think actually you're right. Like it is a good, it's a good bottom structure. I would like to see some like have that 68, 86, 88. Like has a lot of very easy targets. Um, I would like to see how we react there. If we just take those targets and then come back down, or if we can manage to like maybe even reclaim the Monday low. You know, going crazy a little bit. um,
Hell yeah.
just gonna look at the chat because there's a lot that we didn't look at. So. Um, Yeah, so since November 11, H 1 hour trend is intact. I think as long as your trend keeps rejecting, you just keep trying it. But also keep in mind if you have like a really strong reaction from a bottom like this, you don't have to short the first tap of that H1 trend, for example. Like you can just wait for price to roll over, because like even if high time frame can be more bearish and you're expecting lower, these these bounces, especially when there's a lot of shorting involved, like these bounces can be really brutal. Um, I talked earlier with Bum Bum. It is one of the things that he does very well. Just accumulating small positions on every new lower low, and in those short squeezes, he just get rid of them completely or flips short into those squeezes, as that they can be very violent. Those short squeezes, and actually the move, the speed of the move and the momentum of the move is much faster, much more brutal than during an actual bull market. Bull market goes like steps up, then you have elevator down, then it V reverses back into step up, right? If you are in a bear market in like high time frame bear trend, it's the other way around. Like you go stepwise down, then it elevators, just like completely goes vertical up. Everybody chases again, and then it continues to make small steps down. So I think you can expect that, like, especially with this kind of move that we had, the move that we see now. Don't be too fast in shorting. How to handle mentality of price going against you for 10%? Well, that depends completely on the sizing that you do. The way that we teach people is to or the way that I teach people is to always have some kind of invalidation. Like if you are in a trade and the trade is going against you or price is going against you, like where is your idea wrong? Like just get out of the trade. If you want to hold that trade for 10% drawdown, that is possible, but just size it accordingly. Size it so that 10% drawdown doesn't liquidate you or ruin you.
Probably a sizing issue. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
10% is a lot, but we've talked about this on pretty much every stream. Uh, when you get these moves, they will reverse the same way they went up, right? And the way we went up here, very quickly, like no quarrel given, it will come back down the same way, right? Bitcoin is quite, what do you call it, symmetrical. So 10% seems like a lot when you're doing this, but 10% is really not a lot once you get here. So kind of just have to be sized appropriately.
yeah. Do you think the 40, 50K targets are real? Yeah, I don't know. I touched on it earlier. For me, it's not relevant. I'm mostly like trading low time frame anyway. I use high time frame to get a little bit more in sync with the market, to make sure that I'm not day trading against the overall trend or something. Um, or when I see high time frame, okay, this is like a good bottoming zone. I will try to switch more to longing versus shorting the trend down into that support zone.
Yeah. I don't think it's impossible. Like, you know, if you
No, of
just have a
course not.
look at
It's just irrelevant to me.
yeah, totally. I mean, to me too. I'm not going to trade weeklies at all. But yeah, that's a good answer. Like, are they real targets? I don't think it matters for almost anyone. Uh, it's just like a psychological thing.
Mhm.
But also just purely technically, I don't think it's a terrible target to have. Generally, I remember we had the stream somewhere around here, and I mentioned like how people are saying that, you know, 4 year cycles are not real at the at the
Ah, yeah,
3 year
yeah,
mark
yeah.
of a 4 year cycle. And there was that little prediction on 4chan where the guy was like, this many days until the top, and that was the actual top. But I mean, you know, if
I
you do
thought
this
I thought
and
about
then
that. Like, do we
this,
know who made that prediction? It's
uh,
anonymous, right?
yeah, I'm sure it was someone of Chinese origin who might have been in American prison for a while.
No, I mean,
But don't,
if you remember that move into 126k, it felt so unnecessary, unreal,
yeah,
unnatural that like with that prediction in mind, like I was just thinking, this is like just somebody trolling on 4chan and on the chart, like just somebody with billions of BTC, no like dollar size. And it's just like painting his own prediction or something. Like what is this move? Like,
this is so silly. It's so silly. There was no reason to
do
push
you
it up the
do you
above
see
here.
how it held that low?
Here.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I was longing here, and then I TP'd like here
Yeah, yeah,
because I was
exactly.
like, "There's no way."
That horizontal flat bottom there, like it made no sense at all. Like I have no idea
Yeah,
what even happened.
and then around here, it's like, "Fuck the bears. Bears are fatherless. We are going so much higher."
Yeah,
And then here, it's like, "Please be respectful of those who lost everything." Jesus fucking Christ! It's like it's comedy, right? It's the funniest outcome, and it just comes true every time. And I guess the funniest outcome here is that we just go all the way back to 150.
yeah, maybe who knows. So yeah, 40 50k targets. It is not far from here either. Like it's like another 30% drawdown. If you just look at equity charts, if you look at traditional finance, like there is a lot of room for correction if the economic landscape dictates that we go lower. I don't see how BTC puts in a macro bottom around here. Like, let's see if my chart cocks me again. But
Yeah, we're like 2 October tenths away from 50k,
uh,
right? It's not that.
I will
It's not
just
that much.
try to put my chart on again. If it fails, we just stick to yours. But if you look at this, this is Bitcoin and ES or SPX. It's the same thing. It's also Bitcoin, CME, and Ethereum, but not that important. But if you look at the magnitude of these corrections, we almost like retraced the entire. This was like post tariff push up, right? At least I think that's what it was. So this is like a 40% move. Corrected like a little bit of that, but for Bitcoin it is like the same low. We are visiting this low on Bitcoin already. What if SPX even decides to just like goes to half of that, which is very normal price action. Does that all the time. Like that is not even bear market or anything. This is just maybe it is officially. No, it's not. So in that case, like you do see Bitcoin very easily. Maybe Bitcoin bounces here and SPX does not. That would be a good case for something like this, if it corrects. It doesn't have to, but it's just
Yeah, and Bitcoin tends to front run, so We make a bottom, and then SPX continues correcting, and we make a higher low
Yeah,
when SPX
something
bottoms.
like that. So yeah, I don't think it's outrageous at all. I also think it doesn't make sense to be talking about it right here, right now, after this sell-off. Um, I think, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's possible to do this, but not really, not really what I would bet on. I would bet on this holding for a while, and this at least. So that there, I'm putting you on because
Yeah,
uh,
someone wants a Stark setup.
well,
People
wait,
apparently
somebody wants a
are angry.
Stark setup, another one asked like show Stark again, and then at the very beginning I got liquidated following Starknet setup.
I'm not sure how you got liquidated because it was literally Pico bottom.
Okay.
I don't know. Even on 100x, you wouldn't get liquidated there. I'm pretty sure. And I don't think any exchange gives you 100x
Yeah.
on Starknet.
In any case, before we go into Stark, like if you get liquidated following anyone's setup, that is very unfortunate. Hope that it's not all your funds, but it is like completely on you. We never advocate to follow any trade in the first place. Second of all, we never tell you to like go all in on a single trade. Like it is actually the opposite of what we tell you to do. So
Yeah, I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, I'm currently unlevered, like not overexposed in any manner. Like all these shitters that I would trade on a parabola, I would never use leverage on them. That's like retarded,
yeah.
right? And
Maybe
if you visit the Discord, there's a lot of material on sizing and risk management, right? It's important.
yeah, maybe just very quickly. I'm gonna steal your screen, but I mean this is really basic. But if you have like 1,000 account and you are in any position that is like the dollar value of that position size is more than $1,000, you are levered. You you risk losing everything if you just keep below, especially on altcoins. If you have $1,000, enter alt trades on like $100 position size. If it goes up like 10-20%, you still make 10-20 dollar. Like that is like 1 or 2% on your account. And of course this can be any number, but like this is actually very good. Like for one trade being up 1 or 2% on your account. If you do that every day consistently, you win more than you lose. You can build this $1,000 really really quick. People forget that a lot. Just a little preach. Go ahead, Soldat.
Yeah. Plus, if you only have $1,000, you can buy a $10,000 prop account, or you can use options. There's a lot of ways you can really make that $1,000 work for you. Plus, if you're into trading alts and you run unlevered, just on spot long only, there's a lot of opportunity pretty much anywhere. You just kind of have to be smart about it. I'm just taking a little detour here, like this stuff. Like that's that's a 2x from here, right? Of the entry, and your loss is about 6%. So that's what, like, I don't know, 15R or something, right? I mean, that's a decent trade right there. You just have to take profit. But anyway, on the point of start, uh, the Stark trade was basically I have this really really large parabola that has
Parabara.
hold it here, right? We had this like really big dump on Bitcoin, and it kind of didn't really die a whole bunch. I identified uh, some. There's a linear trend line and there's the parabola line. So initially I entered around here, called this move, TP'd, reloaded here. So this is my current entry, and I posted in Discord a few hours ago that actually I break even this trade because you can see it's kind of struggling to reclaim the parabola, and I don't really want to be in the trade if it can't do the parabola thing. So it's very possible that it just cringes from here because you can see so entry, and then it puts in a lower high and dies again, right? So this could be another lower high, and then it could just hit here and then do this all the way down, right? So I'm not really interested in that. if it fails to reclaim the parabola, so I'm break even on the start trade, and I have no idea how you would get liquidated on this because this move was, I think, what was it, like 10%, 20%? Yeah, so I caught the 20%, then it retraced almost the entire move, and now it's back up 10%. So again, don't lever yourself on shitters. Like, I do use leverage on majors sometimes when things are really bad, like October 10th, but in general, that just gives you pain and suffering, and your main goal should be to survive generally. Um,
I don't know what to say.
why? What's wrong?
No, no, I just I'm charting.
What are your thoughts on hype? We just swept the hyperliquid chart October 10th lows.
No, we didn't. Oh, the hyperliquid chart.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, the hyperliquid chart,
Yeah.
which I guess is the chart that matters, and it actually, I mean, looks decent, right? That's a decent sweep. It's kind of coming back up. I think there's a lot of upside room on this thing, right? If it reclaims the channel, you can be looking at 54s, and then there's a trade there from about 40 to 54. Would I want to long it already here? Only if I'm scaled down to 28, because 28 is sort of where the real fun starts. Kind of this. I still have the hype long open that I caught at 25, I think, because it went all the way down here. Um, Very small size, obviously, because I TP'd a lot in this area because it was rejecting really badly. But yeah, that's kind of hype. I think it can reject around there, right, and hit the demand zone on all charts, or it can reclaim it, and then you kind of just play this again. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Uh,
looking at like exactly the same thing. Maybe there's like you have also like the Bybit or Binance Wicks. They're like
oh yeah,
the
yeah,
Bybit wick goes to 20.
yeah.
Uh,
And I'm in at 25
uh,
average, I think, something like that.
so I'm not sure about
Oh,
like
yeah.
wick fill on that part. I don't know how important that chart is. I think it's I think like if you look at this chart on its own, you have those trend lines. They're like bearish retests in a way. Um, but if you look at this chart compared to what Bitcoin did, what ETH did, what Solana did, what many other alts did, I think this looks great. Um, so I think yeah, accumulating some makes sense, but I think I would just stick to spot on this one and be prepared. Like if we actually enter like bear market, crypto winter, be prepared for this to just like even go to zero and never go up again. Like it is not a very likely possibility, but it is a possibility. Like we've seen many charts like this just kind of slowly fade out over time. I think you always have to keep that possibility in mind. That's mostly how I look at it. Just getting a tweet. Michael Saylor responds to MSCI Index Matter. Strategy is not a fund, not a trust, and not a holding company. We're a publicly traded operating company with a 500 million software business and unique treasury strategy that uses Bitcoin as productive capital. He's writing like it is probably the longest tweet he ever wrote. Like he goes into
Mom, the dev is fighting on the
yeah.
timeline. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, but that's kind of how you end up in kind of a bit of a spiral, right? You get like all of this sort of passive bids get taken away through these indexes, and then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Solana did a cute thing here, retested the channel it lost. Well, yeah, this is like a very logical place for it to for this sort of little pump to pucker out, and then we see from here. Uh, we have a decent break on structure on Bitcoin. I like it, so I'm probably gonna move my bids up a bit and cover this whole area to get the third drive. I think you also. Oh no, it kind of reset. Maybe 30 minute. Okay, yeah, 30 minute we can still div, and then this is really nice
Okay,
as well.
nothing that you said was making any sense because I was looking at the live stream while listening to your voice, which is like
It's very
a
unfortunate.
minute apart or something. Yeah, but I get you. You're talking about Bitcoin, not Solana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, if you have any requests for charts, feel free to put them in the chat. Also, if you enjoyed the stream, please check out the bullet link in the stream description and sign up for the whitelist. That would help us a lot and would help the stream. If you enjoy the content and would like to see more of it.
Yeah. And also, if you are not in the Discord, join the Discord. You can do chart requests there or ask our opinion on markets every day. You can also just hang out, have fun, meme with us. Just very nice.
And not just us, there's a lot of really good traders there that trade.
There are
a
actual good traders.
bunch of yeah, there are actual good traders that trade a bunch of different time frames, and you can get a lot of confluence for yourself there. You can share ideas and ask opinions and everything. I think
Man,
it's really valuable.
look at this. You don't have. I will just send you a screenshot because you don't have my stream anymore, right?
Yeah, hold on. I need to show a pump setup. Oh no, my stop loss.
Oh wait, you're not
yeah,
on.
good stop loss.
You're not on the screen anymore. But maybe if you're looking at the stream, it will show up any minute. I'm looking at ETH from last stream.
Oh yeah, I was also pulling up ETH to talk about it.
Look at that. I just sent you the screenshot.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's very beautiful. Like, should have put some bits.
Did
Should have put some bits
did you
there.
buy it? Did you buy it?
No, because I saw that that Hyperliquid.
There's a huge guy.
Yeah, with like 280 million notional. Like, and its liquidation is like right here. Like, why? Why? Come on, man. It's not possible.
Yeah,
Which is my biggest thesis for
Wait.
saying that we didn't bottom out yet.
No.
Somebody asking for pump chart. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, this is a bit messy. Let me just pull up the hype.
I have mine.
ETH chart.
I have mine right here for pump.
Yeah. So I also didn't buy ETH here,
Oh.
which is like the most obvious level ever because of that whale that you shared. I'm kind of looking at 24s, but I think we might get it if Bitcoin retests the lows. So I'm not that worried. Oh, your screen is up. Sorry.
No, yours is on. I switched.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's ETH, and then we have pump. Pump basically hit the line of last resort, where we lose free speech in Europe, and everyone hates Israel again. So, as long as we're above that line, I'm pretty good pump. I think I got filled quite a lot here. I'm currently in profit, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm like 4% up on this trade, which is kind of. I expected it to bounce from here when Bitcoin died, but Bitcoin died a bit more. But this is fine as well. Yeah. So this is like a 0.75 retest. It's kind of trying to reclaim it now.
That's
Hopefully
cool.
it does.
By the way, like my chart looks exactly the same as yours.
Yeah, because this is like very logical, right? But yeah, if you don't reclaim it, there's like a half wick fill here. If you do lose the slow and you start kind of bleeding it down, yeah, this is terrible. This is XPL levels of terrible. FYI, I did not take that trade because I don't see why you would ever long something like XPL. But yeah,
Because of the
then
back
pump
holders?
just starts. Hey, don't call them bag holders, mate. They are in it for the technology. Okay, this is the future of stable coin finance.
I still have no idea what it does, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think the people who are in it for the tech know what it does, but yeah, good. Uh, anything?
Um, SPX is trolling.
Okay, how much lev do you use in these types of plays like pump? Zero leverage. I would never go above 1x on any altcoin, any single altcoin position. There's just no need. Like altcoins move 10, 20, 30% in a day or in 3 days. Like, do you really need more than 30% on your portfolio in a day? I don't think so. Like, even if it's $1,000, like even if you only have $1,000, you're doing like $300 in a day, and then there's the next day and the next day and the next day. Like, there's absolutely no reason to lever yourself on
Yeah.
alts.
That is
Like, if you
that
want
is
to,
the most retarded thing. Like even if you have a $1,000 account, if you make $10 a day, that's $300 a month. Like it takes you 3 months to double your account. From that point, you make like $20 a day. Like you make 1,200
yeah.
bucks. Like no 600. Sorry, but like it goes really fast if you're just like disciplined and consistent with it. Like, you don't have to.
And here's an illustrative example of what happens when you lever yourself on altcoins. Like this, you don't want to be in here. This is terrible. This is the worst feeling ever. Like, you just start crying and it psychologically breaks you. I don't know why you would want that.
Nah, not the worst feeling ever. Like there are some things that are worse.
Okay, sorry, Plato. Jesus Christ. You know what's important in life? Family, okay? As long as you have
I don't
family,
have
then you're good.
family, so
Yeah, that's but yeah, it's the I have the others chart pulled up. It filled in the big wick from October 10th and bounced now off it. So right on the demand levels. We should see like a decent retest off here, maybe like 20 billion higher, maybe 30 billion higher, but I'm not sure what the sort of total open interest is looking like. I think in dollar terms it's fine. We're kind of flat on alts. Yeah, on alts we're flat from October and the price is lower, so it's kind of decent for a retest, but obviously very, very, very strong downtrend. And the actual demand, like the weekly, monthly demand level is, and imbalance is another another half on alts here. So that's not out of the question either. I think I posted this chart back, yeah,
yeah.
back in
But
October. Like,
how relevant is that wick if you know that like some assets in there, which is like this is just averaging them, right? Uh, like some assets like literally went to zero. Like how relevant is this wick? Do you think?
I think it's like you can kind of even exclude the wick, but the wick is relevant as far as the chart is the chart. So if the wick is on the chart, then I have to kind of take it into account. And if you did take it into account and you played like a very standard wick fill setup, then you have this sort of demand zone from June, which got hit and reacted very well. So even in that sort of sense, very decent wick to take into account. Plus, what do you call it? Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I may be retarded. But even without the wick, like, you would still want to buy the same level. You would still want to buy the same level just above like 200 billion, just based on this chart anyway. So and it actually would count this as a sweep and then reaction. So even without the wick, it makes sense to buy around here on the altcoin chart. But
Yeah.
then, still downtrend, very heavy downtrend, and then the bottom. You want to. The bottom is not going to be a wick. It's going to be something like this. So you can expect that here at like another 50% discount on your
Yeah, that
favorite
makes a lot of
altcoins.
sense. Like some um, some more accumulation range or zone or something. Um, but that doesn't mean that we are bearish right here, right now. At least I am
No,
not.
no, no, no.
I am not. I also saw Bam Bam post in the Discord that he would just like personally disown anyone that was bearish here. Um, And yeah, I live with the guy, so I have to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And Bum Bum has a really good track record of being like high time frame
Yeah.
correct. So
Yes. I mean, not on
uh,
the day of. That's really bad track record. But like, he will nail the month or 2 weeks or that charts are bottoming out.
even
Like,
the week, like we can put in a lower low, but then that will be Pico, right?
yeah,
So I trust the guy.
yeah.
I'm also quite bullish. Is this the first bullish Ponzi stream since we started the stream?
No, probably all of them, and then price just kept going down. Yeah, I think Bitcoin is kind of breaking down here. I'm not sure.
Oh, cool. It rejected right where I kind of put the range. So now we have exact levels. Yeah, these levels make a lot of sense. 618 is right filling this. Half is right there. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
So I have some orders to move.
yeah.
And I guess we don't have any more requests. And
No, we don't. And
it's been the hour.
yeah, I think it was good. Thank you guys for coming. If you have any questions, just hit us up in the Discord, and see you in the next stream. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.